Hello guys and welcome to the Moon Sliver, a game by David something. I'm sorry, I'm not even gonna attempt to butcher your name, I'm sorry. The Moon Sliver is intended to be completed in a single sitting, and there is no save system. It is suggested to set aside an hour. Okay, fine. I suppose I will have to do this in several parts then. But then we know. An hour to this game, so perhaps 3 parts, I don't know. Conserve your flashlight battery, recharge the power outlets, explore freely, piece the story together. When night falls, enter the mountain. Ellie was a solemn and beautiful girl, the youngest of all of them, with a mind unfit, full of these thoughts. She had once come in here to see if there was any old firewood, otherwise she stayed in her cluttered house, where it was warm and familiar. Oh, thank God. I was like, why can't... Is that... No, I don't think there is. Interact exam. Is there anything I can do here? No, wait, what? Daniel was a quiet man who spent his life lost in the books of old, or lost in his own thoughts. He wondered where the barrels had come from, and who had put them there. Abel loved Isa, and he loved Daniel and Ellie, but when his mind wasn't turned towards their well-being, it was filled with thoughts of bleak hopelessness. Sometimes he would rifle through the barrel. The promise of undiscovered trinkets raised his spirits, if only temporary. That's sad in so many ways. Isa was the oldest, and if not the wisest, certainly the most learned. She remembered when Josiah still lived, and she would sit on his crate and listen to his stories. Those memories, like many others, were bittersweet. This is water. Yesterday... Wait. Yesterday 4 people lived on this island. Now only 1 remains. Well, that's sad. What happened to the other 3? 4. Depends if you're one of those 4. Like, if you're not one of those 4. Do you get what I'm saying? I don't know if you get what I'm saying. I'm not sure if I get what I'm saying. Come in. Good. Ooh, cozy. Ooh, warm. Key. Gimme. I believe the word of Hector and the religious teachings that were passed on to me. Maybe the room is still out there, hidden behind some cloud of darkness. Maybe the ones who went before us are waiting there. There's no way to know. We have to wait for death to find out. And truth be told, I am ready. I am ready for the beginning of a new adventure. Is that so? Can't open it, seems. She took the knife from the shelf. The blade was dull and rusty, but it was still pointed. She was not smiling. Really? Well, let's go here then. Daniel stared at the pile of wood. He hadn't burned wood for months. Let's talk about Ellie instead. Abel was silent for a moment. What about Ellie? He said. Daniel didn't need to answer. Abel swallowed. All right. Let's talk about Ellie. What did you do to Ellie? I've been thinking about life, said Abel, sitting down, and death, and uncertainty. Daniel took down the dead flashlight and replaced it with a fully charged one. Listening to Abel talk and thinking unrelated thoughts, he preferred the sharp illumination of flashlights to the dimness of the flame. Abel often visited Daniel. He loved to talk, and Daniel loved to listen. Isa and I were out for a walk, said Abel as he entered. I thought I'd stop by before you got caught up in a book. Daniel put his book down. Hello, he said. His expression confused Abel. My expression confuses Abel. Okay. What were you and Abel doing at his house yesterday while I was climbing the mountain? He asked, casually flipping through the book under her table. was covered in dust. She glared at him. "I'm going to get wood," she spat. "Do you think I was too stupid to know?" he said. "I'm going to get wood." What type of wood, I wonder? Ellie was lying on the bed. Daniel came in. She scowled at him suspiciously and beautifully. Okay. What were you and Isa doing in the old power building? What were you talking about? Death. I can't really do anything here. There's an evil man on this island, and I know him well. We played together as youths. We have cried together. We have eaten together. We have loved the same women. Betrayed the same women. He is my constant companion, and my worst enemy. He puppets my arms, legs, and mouth to his own selfish ends, and secretly hurts everyone I love as I watch. Helpless, with her unshed, unfelt blood on my hands. Gifts my flesh with indescribable pleasure, and blights my soul with unutterable despair. His name is Sin, and we are irrevocably bound together. Surely there exists no hell worse than this. They could make more candles. They couldn't make more wood, so Abel burned candles. Abel ready to escape. Daniel ready to feed his lofty, strange thoughts. Isa ready to pass time. But Ellie? As far as Abel knew, she hadn't opened a book in years. What did she do all day? He didn't know. Sometimes he worried about her. He worried about them all. Were they as melancholy as he was? I guess no. Maybe. Another box. I don't have a key to it though. What childlike emptiness I feel to find the most peaceful solace in fantasy. To find in masquerade a truth more vivid than reality. What sort of twisted villains were the ancient writers, to taunt us with unreachable words more beautiful than our own? We have enough stored food to live long lives. When our wood runs out, we will be cold, but only so cold as to be uncomfortable. The water is rising, but it will be many years before it reaches our homes. Technically, we survive, but to what end? This island is all the world we know, and it is nothing but the broken pieces of a fairy tale. Well, that's depressing. That's depressing in so many ways I don't even know. What are those? Boats? Islands? Boats? Maybe? Oh. Seems like the world is standing still. What is that? Can't go there. Ah, there's houses. The water's come, I guess. Daniel sat with Ellen in the tree, his arm around her. Well, that's not much of a tree to sit under. Jeez. An hour of exploration, what the hell? The door had rusted shut, it would never open. Technically it's not that hard to figure out with 4 combinations. I mean, it's still like several combinations you can have, but it's not that hard. Is that dangerous, you think? What is that, sure? I'm thinking I'm killing myself if I touch that one. So that's not. Let's try not to commit suicide before we have even, explode a bit. Would be terribly daft, I think. Come back when night falls. Okay, whatever you say, mother. The night was wild and cold. The monstrous tracks leading from the hatch were brand new, but the wind quickly erased them. I don't know the code. There's a lot of exploration to be done, I guess. I'm saying that she knows more than that she's telling us, said Ellie. She keeps the chapel locked, and she's the only one with a key, said Ellie, leaning on the barrels of folding her arms. So you're saying she took it, he said. I'm saying that she knows more than she's telling us, said Ellie. "My problem is that she's a liar," said Ellie angrily, fiddling with the knobs on the machine as she paced around. "And that I have to keep explaining this to you over and over again. You don't know her like I know her." "Exactly. You're not an impartial judge," she said. Uh-huh. Oh, maybe I'm recharging my flashlight, actually. Never mind, I wasn't killing myself. "What is your problem with Isa?" Daniel said, putting his book down. He was annoyed at being interrupted with here. Because his books are more important than his girlfriend, apparently. Not sure what that says about a person, really, but... Isa kept a smile on her face, although she did not feel like smiling. She sat down beside the flashlight. "What about Ellie? Has Ellie mentioned anything to you?" she said. "She didn't take it either," I said. "Nor did I, nor did Abel," she said. "And yet it's gone." "And yet it is gone, yeah." "Daniel, the last one I gave the key to," said Isa. Daniel stared at the mysterious control panels. He didn't meet her eyes. He never met anyone's eyes. "I didn't take it," he said. "Why would I take it? I'm the one that told you it was missing." Fresh air from an unseen crack in the corner cut through the room's stuffy musk. The dry piles smelled faintly sour. The rusted junk cast shadows on the opposite wall. "How do you know Abel didn't take it?" he said. "Because I trust him," she said. "He's a dismal man, but he would never hurt any of us." "Do you trust Ellie?" Daniel didn't answer immediately. "I trust all of you," he said, "because that's how we have to live." There's a quiet scurrying in the corner, a mouse or a rat. Oh, lovely. Oh no, it's starting to get dark. No. Can we explore one thing more? Like that? Whatever that is. The mysterious liquid has drained from the tank and into the water long ago. Oh, really? This place was a forest once. As I could remember the glorious living trees. Barely. These skeletons were all that remained. Well, it certainly seems like a boring landscape, I must admit. But hey, who am I to judge? Maybe you liked it as I didn't. Well, what the hell does this look like, if not night falls? Jesus Christ. The night was wild and cold. Right. I feel like I missed life, he said, like it whizzed right by while I wasn't looking, and I'm watching it disappear into the horizon, stuck in this prison. "Oh, come on," she said. "Look out at the water. Isn't it beautiful?" "It's lonely," I said. "Lonely and infinite." They reached the ruins and strolled leisurely through them towards the shoreline. Isaac could remember when the old building still stood there, filled with families. "I'm sorry," he said, and he cried because he often cried during these talks. "For what?" she said. "For a lot of things." These conversations were not new. Long ago, Isa had learned to love Abel, despite and for his despondency. She hugged him, and the wind tossed her long grey hair around. They stared out at the water together for time, and continued to walk along the shoreline. I like exploration games like these, actually. I don't know why. Daniel was still thinking about his talk with Abel the day before. As he absent-mindedly picked the book up, something caught his eye, or rather, the lack of something. A world of prescinding in white, or ghostly shadow grey, your whelming lies of false delight, our dark and cold and moonless night, a bleak and sunless day. The Moon Sliver was gone. He stared at the empty days for some time, struggling to comprehend the simple, shocking fact. Someone moved it. Isa, perhaps. She was the only one with a key to the chapel of infinite light. But Ellie or Abel could have borrowed it from her, as he had done, or taken it. Regardless, he had to tell the others. The word of Hector 1. The Moon Sliver was written by the pure spring rain, upon pages of dry leaves and found by noble Hector. The moon spoke to Hector, saying, "Take this, the Moon Sliver, and make for it a place in the chapel of infinite light. For it is a holy document. Man cannot read it, but its every letter is known to the demons of the night, and greatly feared. Know that it will protect you, even should my light cease to bathe the night in holy silver. Give it a place of honor, and treat it as a prized possession, for it is your weapon against evil." And so Hector took the Moon Sliver, and placed it in the chapel of infinite light upon a silver pedestal, and the night was warm with light, and the day was bright with warmth. Yeah guys, I think I'm gonna end it now anyways. I'll see you in the next episode of BDSM. Bye for now.